Wanna see a magic trick? I'm going to make this massive tower disappear. Poof! Where did it go? It's over here. Lyney. Damn, I love this cheeky bastard so much. Everything about him is so over the top and flashy. Gameplay, animations, and especially personality, which is my favorite thing about him. Every single time he appears on screen, he completely steals the show because he's so charismatic, suave, and flirty, especially when the Traveler is around.
Good morning. It would be great if I could see you every morning.
Oh my god, bro.
It seems we're both keenly interested in each other. Relax. I couldn't ever tell lies to your mesmerizing eyes.
Treat me like white teeth, don't get me dirty.
I just played a little trick and stole something of yours. Oh, a most unexpected answer. I have to say, even my heart has begun to race too.
Hey yo! Pretty good ship. I love how everything he says and does feels like a performance. He draws you into a different world and atmosphere, basically playing with your heart with white lies and distractions, just like a performer of his caliber should be able to do. He's the most popular celebrity in Fontaine for a reason.
Though they're very popular, they're still much less popular than me.
Okay, sorry, second most popular celebrity in Fontaine.
Only my performances would draw a completely sold-out crowd.
I've had enough, I'm calling Arlecchino. Under every silly personality though, there is darkness. This cheeky personality is mostly just a facade he puts up for various reasons, while his actual personality is more down to earth and quiet. But he only shows that side of him to very few select people who are very close to him. Like Blathine, she and Lyney go way back, they used to peddle meth together in Sumeru. Oh yeah, and there's also Lynette, Fremine, the Traveler, and Arlecchino, the impregnator of men. This darkness that he carries mostly comes from his past. Lyney and Lynette are twins who grew up together on the streets of Fontaine doing magic tricks in order to survive, which is a really stressful life, because the moment people lose interest in them is the moment they starve to death. So they always had to innovate and do crazier and crazier tricks. After a while, they got pretty popular on the streets of Fontaine by making people's money disappear while they cheer for it, which attracted the attention of some shady dude who adopted them in order to perform magic tricks for him. He later realized that Lyney could do the magic by himself, so he kept Lyney and sold Lynette to a Blue Archive player who was pulling for characters in real life and collected them in his basement for reasons. Fortunately, before anything could happen to our little kitten, Daddy Arlecchino, the impregnator of men, banned his Blue Archive account and took all of his characters, including Lynette, and brought the siblings to the House of the Heart, where she raised them as well as a father could.
Daddy, what should I do if I like a girl at school?
Fuck 'em, dump 'em, move on, son.
Wow, I wish I could be as big of a scumbag as you, Dad.
Oh, don't be a little suck-up, son, it don't suit you.
Oh, sorry.
No, you listen here, don't ever apologise to anyone, even me, just tell them to fuck off.
Okay.
And remember, in every scenario, aggression is key.
Boys, dinner! Oh, I've already eaten, sorry,
Mum, fuck off, you fat cow!
Oh, babe, I love kids, let's have 9 more.
I mean, just look at Lyney, he turned into such a fine young man. Emphasis on the fine. Even though his usual personality is mostly just a facade, he is still a really sweet person but also strong and cunning when necessary. Which is why he's a near perfect candidate for becoming the next father to take over the House of the Heart after Arlecchino retires in some way. Maybe one day she will get tired of work and decide to move to the springs of Natlan together with her loving wife and grow old together while bathing in the sun. Or just die a gruesome death. Either way, we will always be able to enjoy Lyney and Lynette, who are probably the best duo in the entire game, although the competition is really tough. It's so adorable watching them bicker and care for each other. Their interactions really demonstrate how deep their relationship really is. They are so attached to each other that every time they are apart, they don't feel like themselves. The obvious reason for this is that they've always been together ever since they were children, so it's kind of unusual for them to not be together. The other reason is that the first time they were split apart, Lynette was sold off into sex trafficking, while Lyney was unable to do anything to save her. So there's definitely some trauma there that will never heal. Every time he doesn't know where Lynette is, he gets reminded of that time she was sold off, which makes him panic and becomes careless. This is actually a pretty big problem because it's a weakness that others can exploit, as did Rizz in the Archon quest. He snatched Lynette, Lyney lost his cool, so Rizz was able to manipulate him. Remember, he is the one who is supposed to be the manipulator. He might be the next father, but he's not even close to being ready yet, especially because he sucks in combat. Sometimes clever scheming and manipulation is not enough, so you gotta get your hands dirty.
Want to see a magic trick? Good. Abracadabra!
Something I find interesting is the way Lyney and Lynette are dressed. Usually magicians wear some kind of suit that covers the whole body while the assistant is very, exposed. But in their case it's almost reversed. Lynette's outfit is actually pretty cute, elegant, and she's mostly covered up, while Lyney looks like someone who drops the soap in prison on purpose. Fanboys are not unheard of in Genshin, but damn, this guy single-handedly made me question myself. I have nothing to complain about his design, I think it's pretty much perfect. It's not a usual magician outfit, but this fits his facade so much better. Of course a guy like Lyney would dress in a way that would seduce people, although I wish they would have given him a skin where he looks like a proper Fatui spy. Remember when they revealed he's a Fatui and they gave him a second drip marketing and the only thing that's changed was his smile? It would have been such a great opportunity to give him a skin. It would have made that marketing way more exciting and meaningful. Still, I enjoyed the reveal and his role in the Archon quest as a whole. He was introduced as this cheerful, romantic guy, a person you can trust and be friends with. Then the whole drama happens where someone dies, he gets falsely accused by Furina, and while the trial is going on, we find out that this little shit has been hiding important information from us. Like the fact that he's a Fatui, which is pretty serious because the Fatui are a no-no. They are the baddies. Paimon's pea-sized brain would fucking explode if she found out that there's more to morality than good or evil. While Lyney is a pretty good person at heart, he still does some shady things as you would expect from a Fatui, like having an inside man in the court of Fontaine who helps Lyney and the house cover up their crimes, and allow them to do things that they normally shouldn't be able to do. At least he never attempted to commit genocide. Yet. As far as we know.
I wonder what my dear sister Lynette is doing right now. Missing me to death, I'm sure.
It's kind of disappointing that Lyney and Lynette are not designed to fit in the same team, at least not if you're trying to take full advantage of their kit. Lyney wants a mono pyro team while Lynette wants a team with different elements. Anyway, screw the meta, family team is the best team. As for the way he plays, I find it a bit clunky but also really satisfying. Maybe because I'm not used to using a bow in this game. Just like most Fontaine characters, he manipulates his health, which is a mechanic I'm personally a big fan of because it adds more depth to the combat, which Genshin is honestly in need of. Especially now that we have gacha games with way better combat in my opinion. His playstyle is such a great fit for a magician because it feels like a performance, like he's putting on a show. When performing on the stage, Lyney starts off by setting the mood and doing a few minor magic tricks. Lastly, he ends the show with something big, something that leaves the audience amazed. Now let's look at the gameplay. You build up stacks by doing a few minor magic tricks, taking out cats from a hat in this case, and then you finish off the performance with a big flashy explosion. It's so good. What I'm not a big fan of though is his burst. He just turns into a cat and runs around for a few seconds. It feels so unsatisfying compared to his elemental skill. It should have been something over the top, something that feels impactful. Like, I don't know, summon an entire stage, kinda like Nahida, which would then explode right after. Or create a huge tornado out of cards, or you know, just blow up Natlan.